Project 3 and make them laugh. Denny hopes that the lights will stay green for at least 5 minutes. Inside joke. To get the punchline across. Here to tell us the story about boating, Fort Lauderdale style, part 3, is Denny Ward, aka Boxcar Willie Jr.
I want to take you back and give you a little recap about boating Fort Lauderdale style part 2. When we left, my brother had bought a depth finder because he was chewing up the props because he was going out of the channel. Now to put this depth finder in, he had to go up underneath the dash and he was cutting wires. And when he cut all these wires to get that depth finder to work, the bilge pumps didn't work right, and the outdrive trim motor didn't work right. So what we did was we compromised, and when we didn't have the depth finder in, the bilge pump and the outdrive trim motor did work. This leads me to boating Fort Lauderdale style part 3. My brother Gregory, who lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, up there in snowy country, and I mean it's cold up there. He comes down and he heard all about boating Fort Lauderdale style. And when he came down and he saw the boat, he goes, wow! He's all excited. He's got butterflies in his stomach. He jumps inside the boat, goes down into the cabin, and he goes, wow. Comes back out, let's go! I said, whoa, 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 hang on. We have a few things we have to do. Well, let's get started. All right, what's the plan? Okay, here's the plan. We'll go down to Key West, stay overnight, and come back the next day. Oh man, let's go, let's go, let's go. I said, first thing you got to do is get the wax out, start waxing the whole outside of the boat, wax the inside. While you're working on that, I'll work on the trailer. What do you mean? I got to jack the trailer up, get the wheels off, repack the grease while you're waxing the outside. Okay, let's go, let's go. 2 days go by. We finally get all the waxing done, and we get all the inside done. The wheels are greased and ready to go. Third day, early morning, 6 o'clock, we're out. We go to the gas station, and we're gassing up, and we're gassing up, and we're gassing up some more. We finally get started, and it takes another hour to launch the boat. Here's 2 days and 2 hours, and we're in the water. Now when he gets the boat in the water, he goes, hey, we got a serious leak here. This thing's taking on water. I said, don't worry about it. The salesman says all boats leak. He says, well, no, boats don't. No, all boats leak. That's what he told Brother Larry. He said, man, I find that hard to believe. I said, well, hit the bilge pump. Bilge pump's not working. I said, oh, drop the anchor overboard and you watch for boats and I'll go in and get that fixed. So I'm up underneath the dash and here's all this what's going on down there? Hold on, I'm almost there. I finally get the right wires hooked up and the bilge pump starts to work and the outdrive trim motor starts to work. All right, now we're heading out to the ocean. We're heading out Port Everglades. We go 5 miles out. And now we're heading down to Key West. And the reason we're only 5 miles out was we have to watch the shoreline because I take markers and I look at my chart. I don't have a depth finder, but I have charts. It tells me the depth of the water and it tells me where I'm at. We make it all the way to Key West, 6 o'clock that night. We pull up to the dock, tie up, and we go to Jimmy Buffett's Bar and Grill. We get up there, and next thing you know, I want a cheeseburger, a fry, and a margarita. I said, that sounds pretty good. I'll have a cheeseburger, a fry, and a Coke. Time's going on. My brother's having 1 margarita, 2 margaritas, 3 margaritas. He's into his 5th margarita. Do you know what happens when you have 5? Huh? Do you understand what's going on? I'm drinking Cokes and he's drinking margaritas. Finally, it's midnight. It's 12:30. And everybody in this whole bar is singing, cheeseburger impaired, all places rocking. I mean, and this guy, he's like, give me another bar. I said, no, I think we better back off. We better get back to the boat. We have to anchor that thing to get set for the night. We can go one more. No, 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 no. So finally, we get to the boat. When we get back to the boat, it had taken on some serious water. I mean, the boat is ready to, we hit the bilge pump and it takes 45 minutes to empty it. I said, you know what this means? This means that one of us has to stand guard while the other one sleeps. I said, you're kidding. No. So we finally get the boat anchored, one standing guard and the other one's sleeping. But guess what? The other guy's not really sleeping because the water is splashing against the side of the boat and it's making a noise so you can't sleep anyway. 4 o'clock in the morning. He's not looking too good. He comes out, he said, I think we ought to head home. I said, no problem. So we start heading home. When we start heading home, the red light, gas light on the dash comes on. So when the red light, gas light on the dash comes on, we had to wait till 7 o'clock. We pulled up to a dock where they had a pump, but we had to wait till 7 o'clock. The guy comes, we pump up, we put the gas in the thing, and we take off. We get home that morning, that afternoon, about 1 o'clock. And then there was another 3 hours of washing down the boat and pulling all the stuff out of the boat and cleaning up. Now my brother, he was getting all excited again. Not by going boating, because he was going home the next morning. And believe me, the next morning he gets up, gets a cab, gets in the cab, and as he's getting in the cab, he yells to me, you can take this boating Fort Lauderdale style and keep it. Man, I'm toasting.